Welcome back to Big Birds TV. On today's video, I'm going to try to see if we could test the accuracy of this Seiko SRPG39, and I'm going to be using this watch accuracy meter app. I can never say that right. Watch accuracy meter app that I have downloaded on these two Samsung Note 8s. These are old, banged up phones, but this one, the worst of the two. This one only has 6% battery, so I'm going to try to make this quick. And also I have this vintage Perfex automatic watch by Jaquet-Girard that I'm going to be using to show the difference in two different movements. All of my Seiko automatic watches all have the 4R35 or 4R36 movements. So let's get this show going. Okay, so first I'm going to try to get this vintage Perfex running. Crown is broken off of this thing, and I find that I have to move the hands around and do the whole, what some call the Seiko shuffle or shake the movement. This is hand winding, but because the watch is broken, okay, there it is, it's running. Let's see if we can get this done. Let's sit it near the microphone of the watch, of the camera phone, and press start. Okay, we're getting a reading. It's beating at 18,000. Beat error of 0.6, which isn't too bad for this old broken watch. But it's running really slow. It's losing time, about 40 seconds a day at this point. I think I last had this watch service 15 years ago, and it's been beat up since. But it was my first automatic watch that I bought, vintage watch, so I keep it around. Anyway, you can see that this guy wants to die. So we got about minus 72nd with a 1.2 beat error. Let's try it on this one. It's better battery, but it has a worse microphone, even though it's the exact same phone. Let's try it now. Oh, the watch movement stopped. Let's try to get it going again. Let's move those hands around. Let's see. Let me get this thing. Okay, there it is, running. I opened it up. It has a beautiful movement inside by a company called Palmer Watch Corp. From what I could find, they used to be based out of New York, here in New York City, but I couldn't find much else about that company or the movement. The movement itself is beautiful though, and showing a very similar reading so far. So 18,000 BPH, losing about 40 seconds a day with a 0.7 beat error measured in milliseconds. Okay, so let's stick with this phone, because this one, I don't know, set that off to the side. And now let's try it with the Seiko 4R36 movement. I'm gonna take this watch off of the strap. And as we can see here, the movement, the heart or the balance wheel is opposite the crown. So at the 9 o'clock position on the watch. So we're gonna place that dial up closest to the microphone of the phone. See what we get. Let's get centered this a little better. There we go. Okay. Hit start. Now you see that field of what they call snow? That means the microphone isn't picking up the movement. the sound of the movement. So let's try to reposition this a bit and see. Let's restart it. Okay, it's picking it up, but we still have a lot of interference. I've got analog clocks all around this place, and maybe it's picking up the ticking and the sound of my voice. But for the most part, in this position, the watch seems to be running quite well from what the meter can pick up. Let's try it. Let's see. Let's try this phone. Let's try it like this first. Okay. The microphone on this phone is much better. This one was dropped. You can see the cracked screen here. These phones are all glass. Probably would have helped the video more if I charged this phone, but I just pulled these out. I use my current Galaxy Note 10 to film, so on that phone, the microphone is way better, and I get a much better reading. Okay, let's see if I can charge this up a little bit. Hang on. Okay, so I went and got this watch charging dock pad. It's pink. I borrowed it from my wife, but it should do the trick. There we go. All right, so let's try this again. Let's try placing the watch here. Well, let's try to center this a little bit better. Let's try placing the watch here. Dial up in a position that I would have it stored in the watch box. Start. Let's move that to the middle. And look at that. So this is showing me that if I sit my watch in the watch box, tilted exactly as it is here, it'll run close to 0 seconds a day. With a 0.5 millisecond beat error. Now, let's say the normal way we wear our watches, let's see, when we're sitting down, maybe our hands are at rest. It's probably in this position. So that'll be with the 12 o'clock down. So let's try it in the 12 o'clock down position. All right. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna place the watch here, 12 o'clock down position, and start. Move that to the center. Wow, that's looking great so far. That means if I'm just sitting down like this, you know, with my arm resting in a sedentary position, my watch will be running pretty close to 000 plus 5 seconds a day, which is fine. 0.1 beat error, 00 beat error, plus 4 plus 5. For me, that's great. I'd rather the watch be a bit fast than slow, especially with these hacking movements. You could easily just pull out the crown, stop it at 12 if you want, and then start it back and sync it up with atomic time. So now let's try it dial down. Let's put the 9 o'clock where the rotor is, the balance wheel. Let's put that closest to the microphone here and hit start. See what we get. Okay. This is showing that it's picking up a lot of outside noise, but it's still getting a reading. Let's try using this cushion here. So baggy. Lifting up the watch a bit. Starting again. See, that makes a difference. Well, it's still picking up the sounds of my fish tank and my other clocks here, and my voice. Maybe if I shut up a little bit. Let's try it like this. Let's sit it right on the phone and start it. Dial down. Yeah, while that's going, in my videos about the Seiko Passage watches that I have, the SRPJ13 and 17, I was talking about vintage watch style, and see these lugs? The way those lugs come off the side of the case, and then the way they come out from the case, the top and bottom, is very similar to the way these watches are. Both from the side profile. I don't know if you can see that really well, but let's try it this way. Both from the side profiles. And from the top. Seiko did a really good job with these, and I guess that's what drew me to them. And no wait, look at those indices on this prefix watch. And those dolphin style hands, it reminds me of this. Look at that. Look at the 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Double bars. Wow, it's really nice. And look at how thin this watch is, being an automatic watch. This thing has an Inca block movement. It's a really nice watch. Screw down case back. It's an acrylic crystal. But let's get back to this. So, how about dial up? Right? Just dial up. If I place this watch in my watch box, just dial up. Like I normally have them here. Yeah, you could go to sleep. It's about 14 seconds a day, 15 seconds a day with a 0.4 beat error. And then just positioning it on a slight, let's say, let's do this on a slight tilt inside the case. Let's get that zoomed in a bit. Look at that. 0 seconds a day. So, that lets me know. And this watch accuracy meter was checked against the time grapher to see how accurate it is. It doesn't show some other things that the time grapher would show, but it does show exactly what I needed to show, which is the seconds per day and the beat error. So let's get this guy back on strap. And there we go. Wow, look at the way the light just plays with those numbers. I love that about this watch. This thing is great. Look at that. That texture. Wow. I have a video of this watch on straps, Seiko SRPG39. I think it's called the best fuel watch, best automatic fuel watch on straps, something like that. I'll link it in the description. But this watch is awesome. Yep. Let me, since I'm a fool for loom, let me show you how I loom these things up. If you haven't seen in one of my other videos, and we'll do that right now. So I have this Bright On by Smile Direct Club. It's my wife is a healthcare professional and she got this thing for free. I do not use this to loom up my teeth, but I saw someone doing it in a video, so I figured, hey, I think we have one of those laying around. You just plug it into your watch. Well, apparently it doesn't want to work with this phone. Let's see if it works with the other one. Oh, there we go. Well, these watches, they're broken. Anyway, I just get that UV ultraviolet light on the Luming. I don't know exactly what the compound they use, but it picks up and reacts to the ultraviolet light from the sun, but you can do it artificially with these things, and then it probably would help if I unplug this. And there we go. Wow. It's my hand on the camera. It's blocking the loom, blocking the clear shot, but I actually love that. And then look at those hands, even in the dark. I mean, the numerals. I can't even speak right when I'm looking at these watches. So great. Anyway, so that's how you can use that watch accuracy meter app to check the state of your watches, your automatic watches, and how you can store your watches in your watch cases. Let's move up a bit. Yeah. Just dial up, tilt it down a bit. Boom, 0 seconds per day. Let's tilt them all. Just like that, 0 seconds per day. I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me while I play with my watches. And then if anyone knows about these Perfex watches, or you want to see me crack it open and show the movement or something like that, let me know in the comments. I still love this watch. When I mentioned in one of my other videos about the straps, about the fact that I tried to trim one of those Vinyl Creation blue alligator straps to fit an 18mm watch, this was the watch. And I have 2 other Citizens automatics that my wife stole from me, so they're 36, 37mm, and so they fit her much better than me, my big wrist. That wouldn't be such a good fit on me. Look at that. This one is 39.5. Look at that. This watch could swallow this one up. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.